Hey guys, welcome to my channel Love Beyond Labels. Right at the beginning, let me mention that the details given in this video are based out of my careful observation and opinions expressed here are strictly personal. If getting offended is your favorite pastime, I'd request you to not proceed further at all. When the makers announced the sequel of Love by Chance the series, it made BL fans go crazy and everyone was waiting with bated breath to see the drama unfold in the second installment of Author MAME's storyline. Given the terrific on-screen presence of the lead couple of the series, everyone was hooked onto the story and was expecting something outstanding from A Chance to Love since the time the makers of the show announced that Tin and Can's love story would get all the attention that they deserve. Right since the time the sequel was announced, Meen and Plan's official fandom, that is 2Wish, were expecting to see their ship finally sail. The second installment of the storyline was in fact majorly designed for Tin and Can. In Love by Chance the series, the relationship between Tin and Can shifted from rivals to lovers. And the prequel ended with a broken-hearted Tin who is rejected by Can. And given the complex relationship of Techno and Kla, I was really hoping for a fresh new beginning. So when Season 2 was announced, I was glad that Tin and Can would finally get a second chance, with Techno and Kla enjoying the beauty of their newfound relationship. But I was deeply disappointed because the storyline for A Chance to Love did not happen as per the novel. The first few episodes were a complete drag, giving us the flashback because Author MAME felt the need to retell the story of Tin and Can in a fresh new way. Although I completely understand her standpoint and appreciate the efforts, given that she wanted to make Tin's character look more human, but for those that have already watched Season 1, it was outright boring. Nobody was particularly looking for a respite because it was a total misuse of time. In fact, I was expecting Can to earn Tin's forgiveness. But what we got instead was Tin easily pardoning Can because he lost the football game. It wasn't clear if Can felt sorry for losing out on a rich guy or did he actually have real feelings for Tin. Also, I must mention the incompatibility between the couple that I noticed clearly. For most of the part, to me, it felt like Meen Piravish was the only one putting all his efforts into making their kissing scenes believable, while Plan Rathavit seemed uncomfortable and not mature enough as an actor to overcome his cynical emotions. Right at the cost of being judged, let me tell you all that I'm a huge KlaNo shipper. So in case any of you think my opinion regarding the couple is biased, then it possibly is. Well, one of the main reasons I was really looking forward to enjoying A Chance to Love was because of my favorite couple from the storyline, Techno and Kla. Now I'm not going to discuss or debate anything about Kla's character in this video. But for sure, I was expecting to see more of them and how their storyline progresses in the series. Also, to me, Gun is Pino, and I cannot see anyone else as Techno no matter how great they may be in the department of acting. With all due respect, I think the character of Techno was written for Gun and only him, and it suits him the best. Period. Now, I was left disappointed as the makers decided to play hide and seek with a larger audience when it came to this lovely couple. In every single episode, I just got a glimpse of them for a barely few minutes, making it look like their presence was forced in the storyline just to remind us that they too exist. I was glad that Kla realized his mistake and kept apologizing to Techno to not just seek forgiveness but to win back the love of his life. Though I felt bad for whatever Techno had to go through, I couldn't understand what made him confused. Clearly, Techno revealed that he had feelings for Kla, although he was not ready to accept it. Also, the final scene between Techno and Kla did not happen the way it should have happened. And what disappointed me the most was the kissing scene. I mean, Mark Sivat is a pro when it comes to intimate scenes. Why then did the makers rush things up between KlaNo when finally things were going in the right direction? Next up, Tul and Hin's storyline surely deserved more on-screen time. Yes, I do understand that in a storyline with a lot of different couples, it would be rather challenging to merge all of it into a single frame within the limited episodes. But given the potential that this couple had, I was certainly expecting more. Firstly, their love life was not focused upon enough. There was no explanation on how they got separated. Was Swati getting pregnant the only reason for their breakup? Or did something else happen between them? Hin is shown as someone who decides only after getting Tul's consent. Well then, what or who forced him to separate from Tul? Also, when Hin returned almost after a decade, there wasn't a single scene explaining the reconciliation. Tul and Hin are criminally underrated second lead couple in the story. In fact, not until episode 10 they come face to face. Yet their passion kept the larger audience hooked. They intrigued me the most, given that we were not presented with any backstory. Instead, what we got was a hastened and toxic relationship that wasn't properly addressed. If you go by the novel Breath, Tul and Hin have a master-slave relationship that borders on pain and physical abuse. Luckily, none of that was adapted in the rendition. But we were shown a broken man, trying to be a good father, a sincere lover, and maybe a better brother. Meen Nichakon and S. Ravipon might be the fresh new face in the BL industry, but they are sensually compatible and ace the scenes with perfection. It's a pity that the great chemistry between the two of them wasn't fully explored, and that's a huge letdown. And finally, watching a sorrowful A throughout the series wasn't a fun experience at all. Luckily, his friends were there to pull him out of the misery. But again, nothing was revealed as to what exactly happened between him and Pete. The determination with which A keeps updating Pete about his daily life, hopeful of his return, is certainly commendable. But the show ended on a cliffhanger, making us all believe that A might get back with the one true love of his life. The first season was widely celebrated and the sequel was highly anticipated. So the big question now is, will season 3 happen? Well, we all can only speculate until it is officially confirmed by the makers. I was really expecting a lot from this series, but everything looked confusing right from the beginning. The repetition of the storyline in the initial couple of episodes, neglecting the love story of the other lead couples, and the mismatched plotline left me confused and disappointed to a fair extent, given that it was touted to be the most anticipated BL drama series of this year. Something definitely went wrong, but what is it? I'm not able to point it out correctly. As someone who has not just read the Thai novel but also finished watching the show, I'm not sure if A Chance to Love did live up to the expectations. Thank you so much guys for listening to me so very patiently. Hope you enjoyed the video. Lots more awesome BL content coming up, so stay tuned for more. By the way, this is my original voice and not that of a robot. Bye bye.